This matrix captures All in Cincinnati's transformative work from 2019 to 2024 across our foundational pillars of truth, racial healing, and transformation, showcasing pivotal partnerships driving change in our five priority areas of health, housing, education, economic mobility, and justice. Built on the All in Cincinnati report by PolicyLink, our strategic plan guides this impact. Read and download the full report today at www.bit.ly/ALLIN5YRMATRIX. Now let's get a better understanding of the All in Cincinnati framework as 5-year coalition member Jennifer Foster shares her heartfelt insights and champions Black women in policy change.
All in Cincinnati is giving Black women a voice to express and to change policies. I think that's very important. Before All In Coalition came upon, we didn't have a voice. We didn't have no one to network with, especially those of authority and those with power and those that can educate us as well, because in this field, we have to do a lot of training just to learn the schematics of government, the schematics of city officials, the schematic of city council, just getting educated more and just learning, just the openness and the compassion of them, of All In, teaching us so much. And we are amplified now. They can hear us now. We were voiceless for so many years, and All In Coalition now, it has perpetuated into many areas, into many seats, and that's one thing I love.
Under our justice priority area, we partnered with local policymaker Vice Mayor Jan Michelle Lemon Kearney to legislate training for 31 city department leaders, impacting 5,000 employees to advance equitable government.
So let me just say, for example, last year, All in Cincinnati paid for all of our department heads to do equity training, groundwater training. And that was fantastic. And I think that really has helped us with the culture in City Hall. Now you hear a lot about equity. And that's something that we didn't hear much about before. And so the training with All in Cincinnati has really changed City Hall culture. And I think that's a real plus.
In the education priority area, All in Cincinnati advocated for budget policy change, which resulted in Wi-Fi access for children during the pandemic. Within our health priority area, we innovatively placed community health workers in non-traditional settings, reducing recidivism by 15% and aiding 645 residents annually in housing stability.
Denisha Porter with All In Cincinnati called me and asked me, would I be interested in a program that would bring community health workers into the courtroom? And so was born my social services program. It was literally a blessing. Having community health workers in the court and in non-traditional settings is so important, but I will say especially municipal court itself. So municipal court are all misdemeanors. And when you look at the type of cases that come into municipal court, they are typically offenses that involve poverty, that involve addiction. And so there are a lot of problems that can be solved when you connect people with resources. And that's why it's so important to have the resource here, because you're catching people literally in the midst of committing an offense because of a circumstance.
All in Cincinnati aims to enhance financial stability for Black women by reducing income disparity.
We're really excited about this. The mayor is excited about this, and so we're going to keep pushing it forward. Jocelyn, Cradle Cincinnati is on board as well. Why did you think it was important to be a part of this effort?
Thank you, Councilman. And I just also want to say that I'm so excited to be a part of this effort. And I'm also really excited to get a question like this, because I think that when people learn that Cradle Cincinnati has joined into this effort, many may wonder what an initiative that is focused on infant mortality has to do with universal basic income. And that is because a lot of people have a very limited view of what it takes to be mentally and physically well. And so, what we have learned over the last several years is that mental and physical wellness has a lot more to do than just how often you're attending therapy and how often you're exercising and eating healthy, but it also has much to do with the social determinants of health. And when we're talking about the social determinants of health, we're talking about housing. Do you have it? Is it safe? We're talking about transportation. Do you have a car? Do you have reliable transportation? Can you get where you need to go? Education. Have you graduated high school? Do you have opportunity for advanced education, however that may apply to you? And then yes, economic stability. Do you have what you need to make it in this world and to meet your basic needs as a person and as a family?
All in Cincinnati seeks to combat discriminatory appraisals, supporting wealth building through home ownership for Black women.
The time that we make money in Cincinnati and Hamilton County. Basically, the foundation is All in Cincinnati is a racial equity coalition. We work in health, housing, education, economic mobility, and justice to uplift and advance Black women here. And I'm going to give you two quick statistics. Approximately 50% of Black women in the county make $15 or less, and that is inclusive of Black women with master's degrees. So that's $30,000 a year. So when you think about building Black wealth, generational wealth, how can you build that if you only make $30,000 a year? And then secondly, if we were to close racial wealth gaps here in Hamilton County, we can bring in $10 billion in this county. So that's what All in Cincinnati is working to do. First off, with this home appraiser initiative, it's 90% white males. We need to get more Black women into this field. And so that's what we're working on now. We have great minds at the table. So what I really need for you to do is come to me. Let me know if you're a Black woman and you want to be in this field. Reach out to me. You can email me at denisha.porter@allincincinnati.org. You can make great money being a housing appraiser. And secondly, we want to build generational wealth. So when we are buying and selling our homes, we can give that wealth to our families.
Continue to read the remainder of the All in Cincinnati 5-year matrix, as it is a comprehensive policy change report where we honor our bold partnerships within the community. We encourage you to read and download the full report today at www.bit.ly/all-in-5YR matrix. Because together we've set the foundation for transformational change.